Hello everybody, I am George and today I'm playing some classical chess games where my goal is to reach the rating of 2500 ELO points, which is equivalent to the rating of a grandmaster in chess. Okay, so I will have this window here, and here I will have the window with the live chat. Okay, so let's refresh. Here's my live stream. Okay, so here's the chat and here's Leches. Okay, so let's begin. 30 minutes plus 0 is the time for classical matches. So we will be waiting for my opponent to join. Okay, uh, so let's begin. My opponent has a rating of 2090 and I have a rating of 2117. I play with e4, the first move of the game. He replies with e5 and now I play knight to f3 threatening this e5 pawn. He supports with the 6, playing the Philidor defense. Here I open my position with pawn to d4 and my opponent accepts the exchange. I recapture. He will probably develop one of his knights, okay, threatening my pawn. So I support with my knight on c3. Bishop e7. The purpose of this move is to castle from the king side immediately. So I'm going to move my bishop here or even here. I think that this pattern resembles to the Sicilian defense, with the difference that in the Sicilian defense there is no pawn on c7. But according to chess theory, I should play here bishop to e2, and then bishop to e3, and then castle from the king side, queen d2, f3, and other moves. So bishop to d7. Let's see, that's an interesting move, but I don't think that it gives him a lot of winning chances, let's say. Uh, but okay, I think that in this position, I should simply castle from the king side, which is safer. Knight to c6. Uh, I will simply develop my bishop, supporting my knight twice. King opposition, a basic principle in chess for king safety. Here I will play queen to d2 in order to uh, create this strong battery to the dark square diagonal. Now let's make a few comments about this position. First of all, the black knights uh, uh, control the center. His bishops are not very well developed, and this structure of my major pieces resembles to patterns of the Sicilian defense, as I said previously. Okay, he plays pawn to h6, uh, preventing me from playing this move, pinning this knight to the bishop and to the queen. But okay. I think that it's very simple here. I will just move my pawn to f3, creating a pawn chain here, and also opening some squares for my dark square bishop. My strategy here uh, is to bring my rooks to the center to control these central files. Uh, Also, pawn to a3, okay, is a little bit useless to block this move. Uh, I would prefer then to play a move like, uh, okay, it doesn't matter, he just captures my knight and I recapture. Uh, I was going to say that uh, it would be nice to have these two knights from the queen side, because sometimes in chess we change the side where we attack. Basically, is a part of the attacking plan. Uh, let's see. What's the purpose of this move? He places his bishop to e6, and he controls these two diagonals. Uh, I think that here I should play a move like rook to d1 or rook to e1, or even move my bishop back to reinforce the d file with my queen, and then build a strong initiative my from my opponent's king side. Uh, but I will simply bring my rook here. Simple stuff. In this position, uh, I think that both players are equal regarding the position, of course, and the material, obviously. I I think that I have slightly better development because his bishop is blocked, his queen is still on the 8th rank. Consequently, both of his rooks are not connected. Now, the purpose of this odd move, knight to h7, is to bring his knight to g5. Uh, but I don't think that that's a strong move, because I can easily block it, because as you see, he cannot move his knight to these squares. These squares are also blocked by other pieces, so he will just make another maneuvering with his knight. So I don't consider it as a good move. Uh, Here, I will probably play a move like bishop e3 or bishop f2, or even knight to d5, offering an exchange in these squares, and basically by threatening this dark square bishop. Uh, okay, I think that the best move here should be bishop to e3. because uh, yeah, I think that that's a strong move. And also, I put another attacker to this square where he plans to place his knight uh, in the very next move, or I don't know when. He will maybe move his queen here to also create a battery. He moved his bishop to f6, uh, creating this potential pin because if I move my knight and make an exchange, he grabs my b2 pawn. So I have to be very careful about this diagonal threat, and I think that a very simple way to counterattack uh, should be to push my pawns forward to create a few weaknesses in the E file and the F file where he has both of his bishops. Uh, but wait a minute. Uh, I think that I figured out a variation. If I place my knight to d5 and then make the exchange. If he captures the b2 pawn, I can simply bring my rook here and after the very next move where the bishop retreats, I simply grab this pawn here and equalize in material, and also uh, thanks to this dark square bishop, uh, I will gain another pawn to the queen side, and also I will have many chances to grab and this pawn if I bring and other pieces to the attack. So I will move my knight here and make the whole plan that I was referred to previously. There is also another variation where he captures first this pawn and I bring my rook here, we make the exchange, he retreats, I go here, and basically that leads to the same pattern again. Um, Another variation should be bishop to g4, g5, where he would offer another exchange, uh, but that's also useless because of all this stuff that I told you before regarding the this knight on h7. What other uh, move can he play? Uh, I think he can also his queen. Okay, he accepted the exchange, and here obviously I will capture with the queen because with this way I threaten this pawn immediately. If he blocks it with the pawn advance on c6, I capture on d6 because of having two attackers on the same file and because of having to face one defender only. Okay, I think that he played the best move in this position. He supported his pawn chain correctly. So, as you see, uh, my b2 pawn is hanging, so I will simply advance my pawn to c3, uh, blocking this diagonal threat by the dark square bishop. At this point, I have to say that uh, this this odd pawn chain can be considered as a weakness because, okay, let's see. With this, let's go back with these four pawns. Uh, Two of them are the supporters. These two supporters are defended by two pieces, but if I put all the pressure to these two pieces, the other two of them are helpless. So I think that that's very good for me. Okay, let's see. He plays pawn to a5. So how do we respond to this move? I think that pawn to h4 should be such a good move because of blocking uh, his pawn on the a file, because a basic chess principle is that when your opponent advances his pawns extremely forward in the chessboard, he has many uh, possibilities to develop attacking chances in the few moves later. Here I block this pawn with a4. Another purpose of this move is that he cannot push forward the pawn placed on the b file because I capture. Also, I can bring my bishop here and strengthen the prevalence to the light square diagonals. And also, I observed that now this pawn chain has only one supporter, so I have even more winning chances, even more possibilities of grabbing one of these pawns. He moves his queen to e7, connecting both of his rooks. Another purpose of this move is that now he can add more supporters to the weak c7 pawn, and also he supports the f7 pawn, which is pinned to the king because of the position of my queen to the board. Uh, Here I think that I should move my light square bishop. Surely I cannot move it here because I block the connection with the queen and the rook. That's a basic strategic concept. I can bring it here to c4, hoping to make an attacking plan to this diagonal, but this pawn has already three supporters, so I think that that's useless. If I move my bishop here to b5, my opponent will not be able to push his C file pawn forward, because, for example, if he pushes it here to c6, I simply capture. If he pushes it to c5, I can simply capture with my queen because of having two attackers again. So I will simply make this good move, I suppose. Yeah, good, I think. and I'm waiting for my opponent to play then. Now let's make some comments about the position again. Uh, I can observe a few weaknesses to my opponent's position. For example, I previously referred the pin to the king, the pin of the f7 pawn to the king. Also, uh, I observed that this knight has no purpose of being moved here because of all these blockades. Uh, and also, this bishop blocks this pawn from moving forward, but that's not an important information for this position because this pawn is already pinned. Uh, okay, my opponent can simply develop his rooks or support this pawn, but I think that the second option is a little bit passive. So I think that the first option of moving his rooks to the active central squares uh, will be his next move. Uh, okay, I didn't expect that move because I thought that it was useless, but as you see, because of the trade that took place previously, yes, of the late square bishop, uh, he opened a square here for his knight, where he supports this pawn and also unpins this f7 pawn. So okay, I have here many options. I think. Uh, should I play? Uh, what I will play? For example, bishop to c6, counter-attacking by threatening this rook. Probably, I will make this move because by playing this move I gain a tempo. As in the next move he has to move his rook to a safer place where I will have, let's say, a bonus in moves uh, to apply uh, some basic principles to my tactical and strategical plan. Uh, okay, I don't have many options, but I will simply move my rook here in the same file with his queen because that seems to be very threatening for his position. Okay, I think that he made a move. Ah, yes, that's what. That's exactly what I told you before. Uh, Knight to e6 because of supporting the c7 pawn. Uh, in this case, uh, I can make lots of interesting moves. For example, I can expand a little bit my king side by taking all these risks. But What else can I do? I can play, for example, um, let's say, okay, because I cannot move a specific move in this position, I will eliminate the moves that surely I will not play. For example, I will not move my dark square bishop because he controls all these squares where this knight, where this knight can be moved. Also, uh, I will not move my king. He is in a safe place. Uh, can I move my pawn to b4, offering a pawn break here and opening the a file, or that's going to be a high attacking chance for my opponent. I will not take this risk because it seems very dangerous. Uh, I can simply advance my pawn forward or uh, go to g3, for example. I will simply expand my king side because this position seems to be very neutral. To play in the next move pawn to f4 and then prepare a few pawn breaks or pawn to f5 and then this move and this and then I don't know, for example, this and this. No, this move to maintain the pin, but we will see. Now I observe that if he moves his knight to d8, even though instead of retreating, because then he will make this fork to my queen and bishop, I will maintain my bishop here because then we will have absolutely the same pieces. One bishop, and all the others remain the same. Okay, after this move, will I capture with the bishop opening this file? I think that that's a little bit dangerous, but if I capture with the bishop, I will simply blockade to the b5 square and then bring my queen here, for example. Uh, and then I have basically not here, but I think that uh, I will make the board more simple in this case. Oh, I didn't expect that move. Instead of capturing with a b-file pawn, he captures with a d-file pawn. The purpose of this move is to bring his rook here and then threaten my queen, and after my queen retreats, he just captures the rook and I recapture, but I will have the control of the open file, so it doesn't matter. Uh, okay, in this position, I can move my pawn forward to the f4 square as I planned previously, but yeah, I will play that move because this move is this pawn is supported by the bishop, by the queen, and by the rook, and if it loses the supportation of the queen, it has two supporters as well. So, okay, my bishop is placed in a very comfortable square because I block two very important squares for his two rooks. So that's a very important advantage in position. Oh, now I observe that if I push my pawn forward, I will block his bishop. So he has to play pawn to g6, for example, in order to prevent that move, or even move his queen here to offer the exchange and then retreat his bishop back. But then I will have the super crashing move rook to d7, offering again an exchange. But in this case, after d5 squared, to avoid having two pinned pieces, the basic idea of playing this move pawn to f4 was to expand the king side and also block the bishop, as I said. Okay, he played pawn to g6. I move my pawn to e5 and he goes back. Very simple. And now I have the extra move that I said, because when you threaten a piece of your opponent, you get some tempo to prepare your plan. My plan is to bring my pieces to the king side and threaten the king, which is placed on g8. I need my queen to this diagonal. Therefore, I will uh, move my queen in one of these three squares and then create a battery to the same file. But I can also strengthen even more my battery to the D file. If I move my rook here and another rook here and then bring my queen here, for example, that's a very good position. I think that I have also some time pressure here. Okay, uh, rook to d8. He threatens my queen. So what do I do? What can I do? Uh, I can retreat my queen here, but after this exchange, he controls the d file. That That's very bad. Hmm, but uh, I think that I have not other choice. So I will simply bring my queen here and support my rook. Very simple. Okay, that's not a losing mistake. He just gained some attacking chances, I think. Uh, okay. Uh, I think that I can move my queen here and then my rook here to reinforce the d-file. So I will make this move. Uh, in this position, it is worth taking in account that the rook cannot be placed here or even here because of these threats. Not even here or here or here or here. The only square available for the rook is here where he's placed already. He cannot strengthen the battery with the queen, but he can play this move, queen to e6, threatening the bishop. Uh, if I move my bishop here, he will bring his queen here, which is also very bad for the position. But that's the best move. So I will bring my bishop to b5 square. Here it is worth mentioning that he has available the move pawn to c6, and after moving my bishop here I threaten his pawn, he goes here with the queen, but then I will no longer have this move available because he has uh, two attackers and I will have only one supporter, defender, let's say. Also, I cannot play this move because then I completely block my bishop and I also decline my winning chances. So he moves his queen here, I bring my bishop here, maintaining the pin and also threatening his queen. Okay, he offers an exchange. Oh, that's dangerous. If I capture, he goes here and threatens all my pawns. I must not capture the queen. That's very dangerous. Let's think about it more carefully. Let let me think for a while. Okay. Uh, I will push my pawn forward to um, uh, make a pawn break to the f7 square because if he captures, I bring my queen here, check. He goes here, and I improve my position. Uh, yeah, that's a very simple way to counterattack. If he goes here, I go here, check, and also I threaten his rook. That's a little bit complicated. Okay, well, he's thinking for his next move. I would like to observe a little bit the position that I played. Okay, that's the field or defense as I said, and that resembles to the Sicilian defense. I made this comment previously. If you joined the live stream from the beginning of the video, uh, and here I created the battery that I said, but then I preferred to make a battery in this diagonal. Uh, okay, uh, that were the basic moves uh, of the early middle game, and here I made the exchange. Oh, that's my turn to play. Okay, if I capture with the queen, I make this check, and after he plays that move, um, I will have this pawn unprotected. Uh, so what will I do? I can make this move and then counter attack, but then he will move his queen here to deliver a check, and I will go here. He will grab the pawn. He will threaten also my bishop, and all these complexities. But if I capture with a bishop, he will go here or here. I will capture with the queen. Okay, let's go back. I wanted to make a comment in this position. Okay, I think that that's exactly the position that I wanted. Uh, Here, he had a complete development of his light square bishop, and also his light square bishop blocked this knight maneuvering that he planned in the next moves. But let's see how did he transform his position to the position that I play at the moment. Uh, for example, I threatened his central squares by centralizing my knight. Then we made the exchange. Then uh, we made some. We we placed our pawns forward. That's very symmetrical. He placed his queen to e7. All these moves of development, and as you see, I remind you that he uh, created this space for the knight. And what did he played next? Yeah, that was the continuation of the game. But I think that at this point I have very very good chances of winning, because if I had pushed my pawn here earlier, I would have opened my position, and then it would be better for me. So, he placed his knight here. We made the exchange, as you remember. Uh, I placed my pawn here and his pawn to g6. And then that was a mistake that I made because I gave him the control of the d file. Uh, but okay, it doesn't matter. That happens. Uh, okay, but let's observe it a little bit more carefully. Did I miss a move that I should have played? Is there a variation that I completely missed? Let's see. He moves his king to the h7 square. Um, okay, if he grabs his pawn, this pawn, uh, what can I do? Can I play this move here? Uh, I don't know. But if I bring my rook here, very simply, I will do it. That's exactly what I mentioned previously. Okay, now I am playing to a gambit style, but uh, this will give me a tempo in the future to uh, develop my pieces from the king side. Let's wait for my opponent. I have exactly half half of his time in the clock and less. So this classical game transformed to a blitz, let's say rapid game. Okay, that will be the last game of the day, but I will see you tomorrow and I will continue my road to Grandmaster level. Okay, he moved his queen here and I just move my king here, sacrificing this pawn. If he captures this pawn, what can I make? I can that what did I thought? I thought that then I will simply move my pawn here. If he goes here, I go here. He goes here, and then I place my rook here to join the attack. If he captures, I deliver him a check, he goes here, and then I go here again, and that's exactly the same strategy, which will suddenly transform to a winning tactic for a checkmate. So let's see what he will play here. If he moves his rook here to threaten my queen, I simply grab here, he goes here, and then I give his very, very beautiful checkmate. But it is not sure that he will play that move because it is a losing mistake. As you know, if he goes here to throw a trade, I make exactly the same. Or maybe with the queen and then go here, for example. Okay, we will see, but okay, I think that this plan is very, very optimistic. Even though I will be -1 in material, consider that when you're -1 in material, in the worst variation of the game, you will just get a draw, because you know that when you have two kings in the chessboard and one pawn, uh, basically it depends to the position, but you can make a stalemate. Uh, but for this game, I play to win, or in the worst variation to get a draw, because if I want to become a grandmaster, not become a grandmaster, to go to the grandmaster level online, uh, there are no, uh, let's say, opportunities to lose games. Okay, this time is on the clock is more comfortable, I think. 3.21 minutes against 6.35 minutes. He has to think about it very carefully. Expert level in chess, it is very important to have a good knowledge of endgame tactics. That's why I am going to upload some videos, a series of videos where I will explain a few endgame tactics, because I think that that's very basic, uh, and they are very important. Okay, he placed his queen to d7, offering a trade, but I will grab his pawn here, delivering him a check. And now, will I make the crushing move, queen to f7, offering another trade, and then preparing to promote? Or, uh, by the time this pawn supports the squares, will I accept the trade and then give him a check, and then capture his bishop, and then this would be victorious? Okay, I will grab his queen. I think that I have already won the game. He will simply resign. That's the crashing move. Queen captures d7, and after this move, very crazy move, I go here, he goes here, I capture, he goes here, I deliver him a check, I go here, and then here, I promote, I give him a check, he goes here, and I enjoy this beautiful checkmate. But I can also go here, he will block here, I go here, he goes here, and exactly the same pattern. Or, yeah, two different variations. Both are winning. Both are excellent. Okay, now that's a blitz game, that's not a standard game. 4 minutes versus 2 minutes. My opponent is on the brink of defeat. Okay, just simply resign. It doesn't matter. He just consumes his time remaining on the clock. I think that it is very interesting to make a comment here what he could have done instead of placing his queen here. I think that he would have played, but I don't know. I think that that's a good move. No, he has to avoid it, and because then we lead the game to the following variation. So, uh, after this move, what he can do? He can play, for example, not. I made a comment about this move. Uh, I think that it's already winning by this position. We will see on the analysis board what happens exactly, but I think that it was winning by this move or even previously, but I don't know. I just make some assumptions. Just go here. That's the winning move. I grab. He grabs. Checkmate. Not checkmate. He goes here, and then I go here. Whatever he plays, a very beautiful checkmate arrives. What is he doing now? He's just trying to run out all his time from the clock. That's completely idiotic. Hmm. Okay, I don't know how many illos do I get from this victory. We will learn in 20 seconds. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, victory. 41 ELO points. And I continue with the rating of 2158. Very good. See you in my next video. Uh, I will analyze my game and then I will seize the live stream. Now we will just analyze the game and observe all the moves carefully. Okay, I think that yeah, the evaluation is completed. I have 87% accuracy and my opponent has 82%. Very good percentages for both. Let's see my mistakes. Ah, that was a mistake, even though I consider it as a good move. Ah, I think that here I should have played uh, e5, and after this move, oh, yeah, I should have blocked this bishop. I made a very serious mistake. Yeah, that's the correct move. In this position, what I should have made. It's very strange that it's not the correct move. I don't know. What does it propose? Bishop to d7. Okay. And here, that's also a losing mistake. Why? Strange moves. Okay, we don't care because that are machine-like moves. The main idea is to play a strong opening and then maintain the position without making serious mistakes, but these were not very serious mistakes. Okay, my inaccuracy was that I castled fastly. I think that this was better. Let's see. Let's make a comparison. Yeah, I think that that was a better move according to